Hey folks, Quilly here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play X4 Foundations. We are delivering some goods for a mission. It finally occurred to me that algae scrubbers, which I've been having some issues finding... Listen, AI pilot, do you think you could do a little bit better? I'm trying to do a cool intro over here, and you're kind of embarrassing yourself? What's going on here, buddy? There you go. Yeah, make your way over to that docking bay. Try not to smash into anything else. We've had missions near the start to pick up some algae scrubbers, and I was just casually keeping an eye out for them as we were flying around doing other missions, but it finally occurred to me that algae scrubbers might not be a regular trade resource, it might be an inventory resource, and that is indeed the case. This is not something that goes in your ship's cargo, but is instead something that operates in your own personal inventory. So you can see here, my pilot Quill 18 is carrying some algae scrubbers. I've got 14. I need 13 of them for one quest, which I'm doing a drop off of right now, and 11 for another. So I'm going to have to find another 10 somewhere, but there's someone on the station. And that's the other thing. If some of these I could just sell through the trade interface, but here it's a specific person on the station that wants these algae scrubbers. So we're going to go and drop those off. They weren't too expensive. I think they were like just over $100 or so each. Hello, Met Keswin. I would like to deliver all matching items. There you go. Thanks for the 50 grand. Much appreciated. Now, it would be really ironic if this station had a trading corner that sold that. I also need some sand filters. For all I know, this place will sell sand filters, and that would be quite nice.
Can I help?
Show me your wares.
Here you go.
Yeah, you actually sell algae scrubbers, although they are, I think, more expensive. Maybe I'm wrong about that. The green price, I wonder if that's high or low. I feel like this is high, but I'm getting tons of rewards for the quest. So what I want is I want to buy 10 more to bring me up to a total of 11. There's just like rapid sand filters.
Good luck out there.
I don't think that's what I'm looking for. Let's see here. Help us keep our water. You want... Oh, no, you do want 7 rapid sand filters. And here, the algae scrubbers. Yeah, if that guy had just come down over here, he would have been able to buy exactly what he was looking for. Rapid sand scrubbers. I just need 7, please. Confirm. I wonder if I should get some suit upgrades. No, we're probably fine. Confirm. Goodbye.
Good luck out there.
And then some of these stations will also have works. Yeah, crafting bench, workshops, where you could craft items. We don't have any resources that can be used to craft anything, so I think that's why that is empty, unless I have to find recipes first. Actually, I can save time, Shift D, immediately get into the ship, and then, tell you what, I'm going to keep control, thank you very much. Hey, buddy. You've been a peach, but yeah, it's my turn now. Let's go ahead and unduck ourselves. And then make sure our missions are activated. So let's set this one to active. And take off. Where's this guidance sending me to? Over this way. Lovely. Activate the fast travel mode. And we'll use our booster while that's still charging up to give ourselves a kickstart. Let's go fly out and do that delivery. Okay, so money-wise... Oh, by the way, if your game pauses when you open these screens, there's just an option in the game settings to disable that, which I highly recommend. Because a lot of times you're going to be sending your ships on a mission like that. What is this all that remains? Oh, another... Why is this one medium? I'm going to accept that.
I knew I could count on
I did get another Lockbox mission. This did change my active mission. Let me just go and make sure we're still set on this one. And go. In fact, I will go and issue an autopilot for now, just so that it keeps doing the next sequence. So I did pick up a few more mine removal ones. And actually, what's annoying, I was like, oh, these missions are requiring that I clear 30 mines. That seems like a lot. Yeah, the ones I did between episodes were like 15 and 20, so they did go a little bit faster. There are also a few places. I got one mine killed that killed 4 mines because of the chain explosion, which was pretty good. Yeah, destroy criminal traffic, we still have those. In thin air, there we go. There's another Lockbox mission. This one's rated as easy. I don't know. I wonder why this one is medium. Distress call. I wonder if there's going to be some baddies there. So we might want to leave that for last anyway. Great reward, though. 300 grand is insane. I've got a few bucks now. I think I'm going to need more money than this to do my mining ship. All right. Autopilot is still autopiloting. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Now, in the Black Hole Sun System 4, I did drop a series of satellites, and I did also drop a resource probe. So if I go and open up the mining view here, we can get this resource probe view. And this is telling me the resources that are within this radius. We've got methane, hydrogen, helium, nevidium, ore, and silicon. The blue lines is how much stuff is available, and I think this regenerates over time. If no one's actively mining these will refill to tell you that there's resources. But the more important thing, as I understand, is to look at the star ratings, because this is the density of resource, and this is basically how fast you can mine things. So if I were to try to mine ore here, which would be really convenient because there are ore refineries nearby, but it's really low density, so the mining would happen very slowly. Hydrogen has the best density out of all this, but not that much. It might be worth going and scooping up this resource probe, just because we might not do mining over here. On the other hand, it's set up and I've got the trade things, and I don't think there's a gas refinery here unless there's something out in the fog of war, so we might have to do a little bit more snooping about, but at least that is set up and we've got a bit of a basis in that system, and we'll be doing a few more in some of these others as well. So where are we right now? Unholy Retribution. Oh, there we go, and we're just dropping it off over here. This might be a fine place to drop another sensor or another satellite, because the power plants generate power modules that are consumed by quite a few things. That might open up some trade networks. I mean, ultimately, I think I want to drop lots of satellites all over the place to get some really good sensor coverage. And in fact, we might want to pick up our own advanced satellites. They have a much bigger radius. I think they might also do slightly more, give you slightly different types of information. They're substantially more expensive. I think they might be like 10 times the price, but it might still be worthwhile in a few situations. So we're on autopilot here. So
solar power plant.
We are going to... Oh, there's a criminal. Which immediately vanished. Maybe got destroyed? Where's the docking bay? It must be on the other side of this. Yeah, there it is. We'll come here. We do have the Type 2 docking computer. So as soon as we got close enough to our specific landing pad, it initiated this auto land behavior, which is great. I'm here... Oh, yeah, I'm here to deliver algae scrubbers. So again, that's going to be off the ship. Run over to one of these stairwells. There's a bunch of these stairwells all over the place on these landing pads. Doesn't have to be the one there. We're going to fast travel to the generator room. And there we go. Standard RPG delivery quests, but they're a good way to get started. I would like to deliver everything here. Thank you for the 45K. And... Sorry, I thought I was already in the transport room. Oh, again, what am I doing?
Elite
Shifty.
Vanguard.
Let's get right back to the ship. All right. I'd like to fly the next segment as well. Thank you very much. Take command. We'll go and undock, which is Shifty. So the same key that gets you back to your ship is also your undock. All right. And let's just boost out of here. So, we have the rapid sand filters. For all I know... Ooh, that is very far... Yeah. I was really nearby. This would have been the thing to deliver first. I don't know if there's a way to see my just quest locations over here other than selecting it. I think, you know what would be a good thing to do right now? How about we just get ourselves a scout and have it do a bunch of autopiloting stuff to open up the fog of war while I keep focusing on missions. I like that idea. Now, did I drop a satellite by one of the war? Oh, no, it turns out you can buy here. I didn't realize that. It can buy even if I'm not there. Great. So I'm going to go a small ship. I'm going to do a scout. I'm going to just take the minimum preset for this. It really doesn't need anything really going on. Interesting, it's starting with a combat engine. I think what I might do is want to swap you for a Mark 1 travel engine instead. I think that's probably makes a lot more sense. I'm going to go with the all-rounder thruster as well. I don't know if one's better than the other for this, but I really don't want this to get into any kind of combat. In fact, this doesn't have any guns by default. Yeah, which is good. Why are these? Oh, because I don't have a military license anyway. No, that's fine. The default behavior of your ships, if they don't have guns, is to run away, apparently, so that's quite good. I don't need this, don't need this, don't need that. Yep, we're all good. You've got the Mark II. I do want to give you a bunch of satellites out of the box. And resource probes. We can always restock them. This might be... that is expensive. That's where all our money is being dumped. Let's go maybe 5 of 5. Heck, maybe not even this much. Because we can always replenish later. Yeah, this is still more expensive than I can manage. A couple of resource probes, a couple of satellites. Dang. Yeah, and it's going to have one mandatory pilot because I'm doing this remotely. Do I really need a little bit more money? That's crazy. Okay, well, we'll do a few more quests before I go and purchase this then. Fair. Speaking of... well, shoot, I should have been autopiloting this. I may as well go and drop off the sand filters now. Yeah, what the heck. Okay, we'll get that going on. It was... oh, yeah, I should have set on the autopilot. Maybe I was going a little over-enthusiastically on the first few satellite drops as well. Because I did spend some to get those satellites. I guess I might have to wait until I got about 1 million net worth to be able to afford both a scout and a mining ship. On the other hand, if I went and accepted one of the main quests, I could get myself a decent mining ship. I'd still need a few extra bucks because it'll come damaged. I think I'll have to buy an engine for it.
Entering system.
But
IS missed.
it's not a terrible bad idea. And yeah, once we do get some mining going, we can get a little bit of a passive gain. There's some resources here. I wonder if it's worth dropping some resource probes off in this area. Just to get a general idea about some of the value. So I dropped this satellite over here because it was going to cover 3 different areas that might have some different goods.
Claim.
So at least we're on the highway for almost all of it. Like, we're traveling a really far distance, but the actual flight time we're going to do is extremely minimal. There's a lot of wrecks over here. I don't know if there's, like, salvage beams we can get to pick up things. I mean, when ships do get destroyed... I see there's some containers. Actually, we can pick up these containers. I'm curious. If I went and...
entering system. True sight.
got up, I wonder if I can tell my AI pilot to go and scoop that stuff up for me. I guess I can just do something like this. If I go and set guidance there, it's going to reset my autopilot. And yeah, we'll see about picking up the container... I mean, I only have room for 500 cubic meters. I don't know if this number is cubic meters or the amount of resources.
Get lost.
I guess we'll find out if I can scoop this up or not. Let's scoop all these up.
Autopilot. Disengaged. Autopilot.
Is that what I mean?
Engaged.
Yeah. Why were you still heading off this way? I gave you a different guidance. But that's our... this satellite here is letting us see that container. Otherwise, we'd have no idea it was there. You know what? I'm seeing some value in having satellites in areas where there's frequent combat because of this. And yeah, I don't know. That maybe for all I know, I can even reclaim these hulks. I have no idea. All right. So that's the 500 ice container. All right.
Autopilot. Disengaged. Container.
Nice. Yeah, okay. So you can grab them by flying into them. There's also, if you hold O, you can sort of vacuum them up so it makes the pickup a little bit easier. Oh, hang on. This is not a cargo crate. Interesting. Or it's not, whatever. It's not the kind of container that you just scoop up. It's huge. I wonder if I need a different type of ship to be able to scoop this up. What happens if I destroy this? Oh, cannot collect container. Incompatible storage type, solid storage. Okay. Average price. Again, I don't know if that's per or in total, so I don't know if there's that much value there anyway. Okay, let's not stress about it. Let's instead just head over to our target location over here to deliver the sand. The rapid sand filter, rather, I should say. That will give me enough resources to buy the scout if I want, which is probably worthwhile. Yeah, most likely. I wonder if I can get a discount if I do some more missions
Argon
for this
defense platform.
faction. Let's try not to run into things.
Docking granted.
Docking granted, so it looks like it's pushing me to the other side here. Oh, where's the criminal? Saw a little red blip. Oh no, might have gone away. Alright, that's our docking port. Whoop, up, 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 up. It's okay, I got it, everything's fine. And yeah, we'll just trigger the auto land as soon as we get into the area. Groovy.
Successfully docked.
Alright, let's get up. Pop out over here. Run. Here. Okay, so this is the last inventory good delivery. I do have some mine missions if I want to clear those. There we go. So what I'm thinking is I might go and pie that scout, and then go and do one of the main story quests that will bring me to an area where, at least last time, I did find a mining ship. Yeah, again, we can just do this.
Elite Vanguard.
Unstable crystal. I think crystals you can manually sort of scoop up by doing mining, and I think it's a good way to make big money, but I don't really know what's involved in that otherwise. Oh, we should do one of these loot boxes. Actually, it turns out we're pretty close to this area. I'm going to set this to active. We haven't done one of these loot box missions, so let's do that ourselves. Am I already in... No, I'm not currently in the radius, but I'm not too far away. So let's get out of this area. Go to flight mode. Boost, 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 boost. So somewhere inside of this large circle over here, there is a lockbox. Now, it's not showing up on our radar yet. So what we have to do is we have to do some long-range scan pings. It might show up. There'll be a little question mark. It might show up just as we travel through this area. But what I'm going to do is kind of park myself roughly in the middle. This is a busy sector. It's actually going to make it maybe a little hard to spot. Okay, I'm not quite in the middle, but that's fine. Let's go, and for each cardinal direction, so this is plus X, we'll do a little ping. Okay, so these question marks, unknown objects, aren't the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for one that'll be blue or yellow, I think. Oh, this is busy. These gray ones, a lot of these are just rocks, which is not terribly helpful. I'm really worried that I'm not going to be able to see it in all this noise. Oh!
Unknown object.
There's one there. Perfect. Okay. Oh, someone wants to scan my cargo hold. Or... was it not me? Stop. Maybe it was someone... Maybe I was just overhearing it. But yeah, police will want to scan your cargo hold to see if you've got any illicit goods. Actually, I don't know if you get penalized for running away. I know you can run away. That's one of the strategies to deal with if you are running some illegal goods. Alright, let's not necessarily go to a complete stop, but definitely stop the engine drive. A little closer. And, whoa. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to save the game so that I don't screw this part up. What we need to do, well, depending on the type of lockbox, but I suspect what we have to do here is shoot some locks off. And depending on the lockbox, they can often be wired to explode. Yeah, see, this is like loaded explosives all over the place. But I think it's the red blinky things on the far end here.
Ejecting.
Yeah, so there you go. There's an example of us going boom. Am I in a wrong targeting mode? Because I didn't really feel like I didn't see the little dot following my cursor. I may have been misinterpreting that. I'll just try again here. What we want to do is avoid hitting the case. If I had a handheld laser, I think the best thing to do is to actually just go out and float and then use the handheld laser to blast them off, because you don't want to do too much damage to the box itself. But that's why I did the save there. And I'm like, when I'm playing alone, I am so slow. I get real close. I make sure everything's lined up super carefully. And we're like, no, I can wing it. It's fine. And I think it ended up taking more time because of the reload. But yeah. I mean, if you're far enough away that the explosion isn't going to kill you, you're not going to be able to pop those locks off. I think this is not the ideal gun for it necessarily, because I think our projectiles do have a travel time. I think because this is a pulse laser as opposed to maybe just a beam. So, okay, no, there's a little dot. Okay. So it is there. And pew. There you go. And pew. Good. Good. Now, why was it so easy this time? I wonder, did I have my targeting mode in the wrong place? That's possible. Anyway, we're going to vacuum up those boxes. So those are items I can collect. Oh, there's 2 lockboxes. Oh, okay. Is it still in the same area? It's still in the same area. It probably won't do anything, but let's turn myself to the +X direction. And do a ping that way. Just because I'm pinging out towards the right here. And yeah, it looks like there's nothing here. So what I'm going to assume, I'm going to go activate the travel drive here. I'm going to move to the right-hand side of this and do some pings on this air side. Actually, I said these were asteroids. I'm betting these might be mines fields. It might be or laser turrets. But I'm betting they're more of a defensive structure. All right, let's go to somewhere like that. So I'm just hitting backspace as an all stop command. And let's go into long range scan and ping. Nada. And sort of north and southish. Like this will pick up space stations quite far away. But for the lockboxes, which are much smaller, now it's possible it might be up and down. I guess let's do a +Y. I think most things tend to be on the elliptical. And let's do a -Y. Oh, what was that sound? Sometimes you'll get a circle ping in the distance for some unknown. And that didn't happen this time. There's always a chance you find a random, unrelated lockbox. Yeah, you can see these are mines over here. Now, these are friendly and foe mines, and they are friendly to me. These are not the mission ones that are misbehaving, so it should be fine. Should be, one hopes. Let's go back to, that's +Y. Where's the +X? I guess I could just set a guidance thing. Oh my god, I don't know if you can filter the display. There's +X. To filter out some of these things on your main map. We'll head a little further east. We'll do another series of pings. It's just sort of maybe do a loop on the outside here. Okay, see that yellow ping, I suspect that's not actually our quest. This is probably a random other lockbox. I think derelict ships might show up there. I think derelict ships might be blue. But we'll head in this direction and see. At some point, this will go away. There it is. It sort of ages off. I think it's probably quite far and not one of our quest markers. What we'll do is we'll maybe put a stop in a sec. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is... Oh, is it because I'm outside of the quest marker? Okay. So it's like there's a quest marker over there.
Empty space.
But yeah, that's just the empty space marker. Just telling me to go back into that area. Yeah, so this is definitely not the quest lockbox. So I'm going to go ahead and just turn around. And I'm going to try to skirt sort of, yeah, on the north side of this, if north makes any sense. The positive Z axis. Okay, yeah, that marker went away because I'm now inside the circle.
Requesting immediate backup.
I saw that there was I think probably a Xenon ship somewhere. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to be able to find this very quickly.
Unknown object.
There it is. Unknown object. Oh, it's quite below us.
Engaging.
All right, let's head over to this. Little blue question mark. So this time, it didn't get the quest update marker. I think it might have been a little too far away to decisively tell us. Yeah, there we go. Within 5 kilometers, it triggers as a proper lockbox. So again, I'll get a little close, then I'll quick save in case I blow myself up again. Although, yeah, see, hold on. There's definitely something with my targeting mode. Let me save now. See, the gun's not following Maybe after I shoot once, it changes. We see the little targeting dot. Come on. The little targeting dot is still in the middle. There it is. Okay. So yeah, shoot once and now it's following. Okay. Good. A little closer. Stop. Turn. Good. Good. I may have to come at this from another angle. Strafe sideways. Good. Thank you. Ooh, that was a miss. Erring on the side of not hitting the core box itself. Perfect. All right. Vacuum, vacuum, vacuum. May have to get a little closer. Nope. Good. Okay. That is everything. Oh, I get the payment immediately? I don't have to deliver it? That doesn't seem right. Needles, rare spices. I've got an extra rapid sand filter. What? Did it seriously complete? Strange. Yeah, that's mines, criminal, mines, get an unstable crystal, and then another lockbox one, which I'm just worried is in a hostile area or something crazy like that. Okay, well now we definitely have enough money for our scout. So let's try this again. Buy ships. Small, scout, minimum preset. I still think it's a good idea to go with the travel drive instead, which is actually cheaper. And you've got a pilot. You don't need any other crew, so that's fine. And again, I just want you to have a few consumables. A couple of resource probes, maybe a couple of satellites to start with. We can always reload this. And yeah, we're still going to have like 100K left over. Okay, now this is interesting. You can see here missing resources. The station, I'm going to add this to the shopping list and I will put in the order. This station is looking to build these ships. And it's going to take 30 seconds to build a ship, except this station is missing 3 scanning arrays. It won't be able to build this until those scanning arrays arrive. Now, there's a good chance that a merchant will simply come over and happen to sell them some scanning arrays at some point. I could also see if there's anywhere that sells scanning arrays. It is in the list. So, okay. And, oops. Sold wares. What's the best? Hang on. How do I zoom into the place that's actually bought, sold? Okay. I don't know if there's an easier way to track down, like, so I'm zooming in. So this is the place that sells scanning arrays. There's a good chance someone else will deliver these scanning arrays before I ever do. But I certainly could come over here and make the purchase. Especially if I were to come this, if I were to get out of my seat, I could even tell, actually, I don't know if I can tell my pilot to purchase that. You know, with the manual one, I might be able to. So reopen this. If I tell you I need to have my ship selected, that's my ship. If I tell you trade with the trading station and get scanning arrays, I think you don't have very many. I think you have 72 for sale. You have 2,300 for offer, which is kind of weird. Why are you buying and selling the same thing? But I think this is actually not something you have a lot of, so I suspect this will actually prove to be fairly expensive. Not that they're that pricey. Oh, I think I only have the actual physical capacity, yeah, for 3 of them, which is all that we need. And yeah, it's dirt cheap. Like, I can do this just in case my concern is let's get that scout as early as possible. So I've given my ship the order. So if I take a look over here, yeah, it's gonna fly over there, dock, execute the trade. And then the idea will be you're then gonna come over to Argonne Wharf, where we are going to sell these 3 scanning arrays and at a loss. Oh no, up. Oh, is this how many they want to buy? Okay, the price is here. I saw 880 and I thought I was selling them at a loss. But no, they're asking a premium, probably because they are Yeah, scanning array, you've got 2 hexes.
Entering system. Black hole sun.
Anyway, whatever. Turns out we're going to make a tiny bit of money on it. That's not really why we're doing this. We're just doing this right now. I mean, I guess it's good to start learning the trade UI, which is one of the aspects of the game I don't have a lot of experience with, but also to make sure the ship gets built. Again, probably some other merchant is going to beat us to it, but what the heck, right? We'll go ahead and do that, and I'll probably let this run in between episodes. Not the most exciting thing, a 3,000 buck job, but it gets us a scanner, and then I think what'll probably happen, this is fairly related in a similar area, but we're going to go, it's this here. My plan is working. That gets us the HQ. Actually, yeah, it is this one that I want to do, because I think this gets me to the area where I think I can salvage a mining ship. If I go and accept this now, nothing's going to change immediately. Yeah, this guy.
Capacity as commanding officer of this expedition. The Alliance of the Word is a collective of scholars and scientists.
One thing you can do later is you can set up your ships to just do automatic things like automatic trade, and automatic mining. I mean, this ship, my current ship can't mine, so I can't do this. The default that has no skill requirements is local, so just a single system, and you do have to specify a resource that it's going to trade in. And what it'll do, it'll try to automatically fulfill jobs like, oh, in this one system, I can buy this and sell it here and make money. And then it'll do that in a loop. Your default behavior is just going to be to hold position. If you don't have any orders, just hold position. And in fact, I can just cancel this to make sure there's no change. With the local automine, you tell it a resource like, say, helium or ore, and it will mine until it's full, and then it will sell it somewhere in that system. Once they get high enough skills, once they get 3 dots in whatever skill we're talking about, then at that point they will be able to do more than just a local system, right? Advanced, find, mine, and sell. I don't know the difference between advanced and expert. I thought the 3 pips, advanced auto trade, and specified area, sell off current cargo first. Yeah, see, this one says specifically without traversing jump gates or accelerators. And this one here, I believe, will travel in between systems, and it opens up a lot more stuff. And yeah, if we get a salvage ship, so those places where there's all those wrecks, if we get ourselves a ship with a salvage beam, I don't know what it is in this game, actually, then I think we can automate this kind of behavior here. And this is just what happens if you didn't tell them to do anything else. If you're willing to go and set up all these queues, then, you know, you can do a lot more. And I think, if I recall correctly, we had figured out some things, because I think you might be able to set up a loop. Hadn't we figured out a way to set a loop on this queue? Might be thinking of a different game, which did sort of allow us to do mining in one system, selling another in a semi-automated way. But in this case, hide the trade. I'm going to recenter myself. Yeah, we still got a while to go. Oh, yeah, because we can't... Interesting. Where was I that I wasn't on the main highway? I didn't realize that. I guess, all right, fine. So this is going to take us a little while to get there, but that's okay. And in the meantime, if I look over here... Oh, yeah, see, someone else went and did the delivery for us. So you know what, Sprout? I'm going to delete all these. There's no reason for us to do that purchase. Someone else delivered those scanner components, so we can do that. Now, so this guy, I'm going to rename this ship to the... I'm just going to call this, like, Scout 001. So I know exactly what this is supposed to be. It's a scout ship. And it belongs to the Sprouts, and it's got a captain. And I can do, like, this system here, hey, we could really use more vision on this system. So again, what I could do is give it an Explorer thing, but the Explorer's really slow because they sort of putter around in kind of an odd way. It'll get the job done. It will reveal the entire sector, but it's not the fastest job. It's a lot faster to go ahead and give it these sort of fly commands, which is a little bit more click intensive. Let's say we do something like that. I don't know, maybe something like this to finish this up. And then the other thing I might want to do is these might be really good candidates for dropping some sensor arrays. Although, you know, I do have enough money to get, or satellite arrays is what I meant to say. I do have enough money for some more satellites, and maybe I could pick some more up. I'm still thinking that what I might do is just look primarily, in preparation for us to get a mining ship, is we're kind of looking to identify systems where mining might take place, which I don't think this is one because we're not seeing anything yet, but you know, this is a system we fly through a lot. It's close to what we might, consider sort of part of our core. So I'm going to go and clear this too.
Docking permission granted.
Because I'm hoping it's relatively well developed industrial-wise, and we might just be identifying a lot of trade things. Actually, I'm realizing I'm doing that, and I never went and did this. I can reorder things in this list here, but this might be fine, right? Just let it do some things, and we'll check in, and we'll get a message whenever it goes idle, and you can see it's got this little icon here when it's waiting. Like the Sprout has currently no commands, and what I might want to do is, you know what? I'm in this system. The Sprout, it's got the travel drive. It's pretty fast. Let's get it to go ahead and do at least this much. And then after that, what we're looking for this mission here, right, which is active, it's to go into this jump gate. So what I'm going to do for the Sprout, which is my ship, when I'm on, I'm going to tell it, when you're done, fly and wait right here. Because our mission is going to involve going through this jump gate to somewhere else. It's not in this system, but park there, and then I can pick up again. And then I can go AFK for a minute, or I can, look at other things. I can plan. Oh, I'm getting a cutscene somewhere.
Salvage team, what is your
This
status?
is story stuff. It's not related to any one of the quests. It's not related to anything I'm doing. We just happen to be in a area, I think, that triggers this.
Processing underway. Acknowledged. We are standing by.
We're
This
just
is
going to get
salvage
a
team.
bit of a hint.
Last scrap queue process.
This is related to an expansion, the something
Ready for pickup.
Tide. I think it's got Tide in its name.
Acknowledged. Picking up cargo.
Tides of
Cargo
Avarice, I
secured.
think, is what this is related
Clearing
to.
the area. We're all done here. Setting course for home. We should be able to get there before the tide. Understood. See you back home.
All right, there we go. And now we're back. Our ships are still doing shippy things. Perfect. Yeah, so I'm not going to pretend I did the most efficient sort of scouting pattern. And actually, you can see here, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that order and remove this order and do this. I don't have a good sense of exactly what the scanner radius is. And there might be a couple of hexes that aren't quite covered. Inactive jump gate over there. That'll probably come into play later. And I might push this a little further that way. And yeah, some of these, and I don't know if there's a quick way to tell which ones they are, but these guys, I might have wanted to move up a little bit up the queue instead of, but it's fine. They'll get the job done. They'll just bounce back and forth a couple of times, and it's hardly the end of the world. Okay, done. And then, yeah, you're just going to finish Black Hole Sun. We might have a few gaps. And yeah, these jump gates, if I mouse over, and if I've explored them, there'll be a line leading to another system. The fact that this doesn't means I haven't poked through. With your pilots, I don't think you can just order them to go through the gate. You can tell them to fly up to it, and then they'll wait. If you go explore, what it'll do, they will go through the gate, and they will start an explore command on the other side to poke around. Again, it's the sort of slower exploration, but that is pretty handy. And the more ships we get, the less we're going to want to micromanage them. Right now, we've got all the time in the world to issue commands. We're still going to do some manual flying, and when we're not doing manual flying, we can afford to be a little bit micromanaging with our commands. But that's going to change more and more. So I think like the scout, when it finishes whatever it's doing, we could consider pumping it through some of these jump gates. Again, this one here I'm about to fly through manually for the mission. I feel like the scout, we might go and clear the rest here. But yeah, I think starting to right-click and give these explore commands on these jump gate areas will be pretty good. But I think, actually, yeah, with the scout, I'm going to explicitly give you... I might just do the outer periphery of this, especially since jump gates themselves tend to be on the outer periphery. Like, I might not worry about explicitly clearing some of these bits in the middle. Maybe I don't have to go quite so close to the edge. At least not everywhere. We'll get most of this covered. And then at some point, we'll maybe fly through the area and poke through. But we're most likely to see things. The one thing I might want to explicitly make sure of, for example, over here, this scout, there's some question marks here which won't actually get bopped. We might want to plan something that at least passes by these question marks to explicitly spot them. I suspect there's a jump gate over here that's fully mined. Same thing over here. I'm wondering if this, or maybe on the other side of it, there might be a jump gate and then an array of mines or laser turrets that are protecting it. But yeah, this scout, I'm then going to go and right click here and give it explore. So it'll fly through this jump gate and start an explore command, which will slowly reveal the whole system. Not quite as speedily as this, but it will 100% it. And that's very satisfying. And then, yeah, I can just forget that the scout exists for ages while I focus on just main story stuff. Yeah, I'm not convinced that we're necessarily going to reveal much over here, but we'll see. Honestly, I should probably boop through the superhighway to just reveal the other. It'll be Black Hole Sun 2 or something. And I think this sector, like this giant hex, is the Black Hole Sun sector. And I think this one here just has a couple of sectors in it. Some of them I think might have more, some might have less. And some of them is just like a singleton that fills up the whole thing, like this one here. I don't know how ownership works. I don't know if like ownership is always the big hex or if ownership can be split between the little ones of the different factions. I don't know. But yeah, you have just finished that. We're not bothering with this last bit. This one is just going to my mission destination. So I'll put the cut in here, let that finish up, and we'll pick up again next time with some actual story quest stuff, while still feeling like we're expanding our view of the galaxy thanks to our new scoot. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.